Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief, and look at the view here. What a nice little German town. It's a beautiful sunny day. The sun is shining through the clouds. We're on top of this hill in Germany, overlooking this nice little town down here. Nice little modern town. Looks pretty good. A little quaint. There's a church over there. The buildings look pretty nice. They've got a nice kind of rustic feel, but without seeming too rural. Yeah, the streets look good, but something's not quite right. A lot of suitcases on the ground. Where are all the people? Bicycle just kind of left here on the street. Down here it's starting to get even weirder. There are cars left in the road, parked sort of strangely. Suitcases littered all over the ground, things kind of abandoned. What's going on here? Church bells ringing. Something's not quite right. Oh no, I think I know what's going on. Yep, you guessed it. World War III is about to happen, and we're going to get a front seat view. My name is Sheep Thief, and today I'm going to be coming at you with a World War III Warno game replay analysis between myself and Captain Trex, who's playing the 39th Motorstrelky Gvardia. So this is kind of an interesting one because I've played a decent amount of the 39th, so I kind of knew what I was up against. I'm kind of a noob at this game. This is the first time I've seen the replay. So I'm opening up with my kind of standard... Actually, no, this is not standard. I'm bringing a lot more recon vehicles. Bringing this M2A2 Bradley, IHawk, Jammer Hilo, 2 M1A1A Cavs, BGS, German ladies. These are female scouts. You can't see their picture here, but trust me, they're German ladies. Kind of good-looking German ladies, if I were to, assess such a thing, If I was to say, I would say that they're kind of good-looking for a model, a 3D model made by Eugen, a French company. So I got 2 LRS squads coming up. These are not females, these are males. The LRS, the Long Range Surveillance Recon Squads, in 1989 did not allow any women to join them, which is it's real which I find to be morally disgusting that they wouldn't allow women to join an elite recon squad in the late 1980s to fight against the Ruskies. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so we're moving forward. My opponent's moving forward. He's got a lot of infantry, some BMPs that look like they're... Yikes. That is a strange direction that they're taking. I feel kind of bad for my opponent there. That would make me want to smash my monitor. Anyway, we got some recon helos, Motorrazedka forward in a infantry fighting vehicle. Scout recon vehicle coming up the hill here. I didn't know there is a slight hill here. Can't quite see over the ridge of that. But so far back behind the enemy line that usually there's no fighting there. Actually, I've never seen any fighting there. Recon Helo gets there first. My Recon Helo, that is. Standing over the German town. Getting me recon. You'd wonder if in World War III there'd be anyone who would stay in a town like this to see the battle. But yeah, we get to the field first. I sort of having played 39th Gvardia Motostrelki, I sort of knew that it takes a while for them to get up to the front line. Multiple CVs for my opponent, so I'm definitely going to lose the early point take. I didn't bring any CVs. But we do have a decent position here. This LRS squad pulls up on the side here and unloads in the woods. Here these guys. They're cheese. I really like them. Bosses. LRS squad's a good recon squad. They can beat Spetsnaz GRU in a fight, but they don't have any anti-tank capabilities, so it's sort of a downside of them, but they do win with these two machine guns that they have and the sniper rifle. So it's a +3 for my opponent. Big point lead for him. Laser guided bomb comes in, takes out a Motostrelki. Building remains intact, but does get a solid hit on them. 1A1A cab gets a shot on that other vehicle, starts to push forward. Hyma shoots and unload into this sort of mall area. I can't quite tell what this is. This is like a warehouse. Yeah, this looks more industrial than a mall. Hyma shoots and puts forward to get a vision. They will not do well in this fight against the Motostrelki, but M3A2 Bradley does push off this this tank here. AT-SU-25 comes forward and gets a fat shot on the M1A1A cab and explodes it, but it does go down. Thought it went down. Crashes into that hillside, fiery explosion. Hyma shoots and start opening up on the Motostrelki. We lose a ton of cohesion, but we do end up doing more damage to that despite fire support from that BTR-60. But now we're starting to lose this trade here by pushing these Hyma shoots forward as they try. This demoralized infantry is not going to be good at advancing under fire, and a T-80BV does like fully suppress these Hyma shoots and try to pull them back, and big explosion causes them all to die. My opponent has totally taken Charlie. Perhaps, if I may say, over-invested in Charlie. Did you guys know that there's a lake here? I didn't. It's kind of a nice lake. Laser-guided bomb, which survived its last run, comes forward. Our Stinger opens up on... We saw something there. Laser-guided bomb goes for the T-80. Does not kill the T-80. But doesn't get hit. Our LRS, which unloaded here, which I was marking on them, they go down to the T-80 and the Rozvedka BMP-1. AA plane comes forward, fires at my recon helo, but a bunch of my IHawk is out of ammo, so yikes. M1A1A cav comes under fire from this rocket helo, but the Stinger's up on it, and it's going to go down without really accomplishing that much to my M1A1A cav. Pilot's trying to get it under control, but plops down on the ground and explodes. One of my Stingers is out of ammo now though, which is a problem. We still are hemorrhaging points because of the lack of CVs. We do get a hero car moving forward, but they're taking a siesta over here for now, at the expense of my chances for victory. Driving around along the road, back on the ball, they finished smoking some weed or whatever they were doing there. M1A1A cav round up this flank over here. We can sometimes catch out vehicles and infantry trying to move up here. Vision is a little weird. T-80 comes in. Very damaged T-80. Being a little reckless with that. Svedka BMP moves forward. That RPG shot. T-80 BMP opens up on it. The M1A1A cav does get the Motostrelki in its sights. Sort of want him moving around here to try to take out these vehicles, but getting a little nervous here. We're starting to play not quite as well. We do get this point. The city is now ours. M1A1A cav takes out the T-80BB and the Rozvedka BMP-1P. So overall, quite a good trade for us. Losing the Hyma shoots for that is not amazing, but acceptable. M1A1A cav firing at the BTR. Its cohesion is quite low. Mediocre cohesion. Comes down to normal. BMP fires at the M1A1 Abrams, gets a nasty hit on it, but we push it forward into the zone. Yeah, that side shot. Side shot did pretty damn well right there. Sort of indiscriminate mortar fire from my opponent. I see these mortars over here, and so I'm trying to push this M3A2 Bradley. Start putting fire onto this, but instead of finding that, we find these cubs. Tries to move it out of the way. Successfully. Sapiri come out. Another ATGM comes out, and does get the kill. Cub down is a big deal. LRS. Up on the Superior. This isn't a good fight for them. It's out of range of their. Oh, I take that back. Or the LRS is out of range of their rocket launcher. Continuing to get kills with the laser-guided bomb. M1A1 ACAV has pretty good coverage here. Motostrelky goes down to the M3A2 Bradley. Just wearing down the Superior RPO. Dangerous unit, but just not in the right place right there. I back up the M3A2 CFE just to get it in a better place. I think maybe, yeah, okay, I just saw the mortar fire coming down. Back up the M1A1 Abrams because I saw this plane coming in. I'm not quite sure what it was doing. Oh, it destroyed the recon helo, but went down in the process. I see this mistake being made a lot when I win this map, which is that there's an investment into of units into here, and then they're left there, which results in me being more concentrated in here, slowly winning this fight, which is more important than this one. Just a lot of dead units for my opponent. Bunch of stuff going down right there. Bring in a A10 Warthog and bring the tick to a close at last. Cluster bomb comes in. I think in retrospect on my part, some of my AA could be moved forward. IHawk misses. Gets that. Warthog gets shot off. And he loses another plane, but my A10 is forced to back off. He gets the tick back by bringing that vehicle up there. These two mortars should have died a long time ago, honestly. My LRS got bombed by the cluster bomber, I think. Or did he get my... No, he didn't get my M1A1 ACAF. Okay. So in retrospect, I should have just pushed straight through. I definitely felt... I think this is something I do a lot of the time with my... in games. In a lot of games, not just this game, but in this game in particular. I overestimate what my opponent has. Sort of bad micro here. Push the M1A1 ACAF forward, right back into this mortar fire, just taking needless damage. This mortar fire is getting annoying. Milan goes down to a helicopter. Very unfortunate. I do pop off smoke here. Not great at managing my Milans just yet. I've certainly gotten better though. See over here, I'm not pushing them. I'm pushing forward into this stroking BMP and slowly wearing it down. And yeah, my opponent does not have a lot on the field right now. Pivad stats. This helicopter is probably some supply issues, just like not getting things to my ammo to my units. Helicopter goes down. Very expensive loss. Motostrelky over here. Developed and taken out. Got kind of a logistics staging area over here. Units healing up. Send a Panzer Grenadier mortar forward, along with the Martyr Milan over here. This isn't a good fight for the Panzer Grenadiers. I've been kind of using the Panzer Grenadiers like this as like a sort of broken force. They're a really bad unit. They're so bad that I almost see them as a throwaway unit. It's more about getting the mortar out, the Pentagonadier, but it's definitely not a great way to use this. The high machines are better for being like that. They're beefier and they get back on their own. I feel like if they take a bunch of damage all at once, they'll... I make the mistake of backing up. Should have smoked, or I'm not quite sure, but that was bad. F-16 takes a bunch of damage from the OSHA. But we killed, I think that helicopter is what we just destroyed. Is that a helo? No, that's a mortar. Okay. Mortar is just sort of, again, somewhat indiscriminate, which is to me kind of a newbie behavior. This has been cleared out, so we are kind of free to envelop this area at our leisure. But I am a little concerned about this point lead he has. Again, I think it's a huge error to leave your units there. Leave anything but the bare minimum there. If your opponent isn't going for this at all, you should bring them into the fight. Otherwise, you're going to have a point disparity, which will build if you aren't careful. M1A1A Cav. Opening up. Here the Panzer Grenadiers are being used a little better, kind of out of range, but definitely at the front, but out of range. It's in a long range. They have, what do they have? They have a battle rifle, a machine gun, and an AT launcher. Sort of a mix of things. Small, but sort of well-rounded. I would call it a bad squad. If they're bigger, we could get our point back, stop the tick. Milan fires at this motor stroke. It's trying to make its way over here and it just dies. This M3A2 Bradley's in a pretty good position here. What I should be doing is now infesting this region. We're starting to get our tick. For the first time we have some points. This Milan needs to be resupplied. This M1A1A Cav is pushing around the side, finishing off a lot of the stuff here. A little bit cheekier, dangerous squads. I would say, actually, are they kind of similar to a Panzer Grenadier? No, they're better. They're definitely better. Yeah. LRS. Let's take a fight here. We'll take this fight. Starting to melt. These LRS do a decent amount of damage. AT plane fires at something, but... oh no, I did get an M1A1 Abrams. Went down, I think I got that one right here. That was all pretty good. This fight against the little bit cheeky. But that's another plane destroyed, and he did lose the CV, so we're at a +2 now. This A-10 Warthog is kind of left, is kind of doing whatever it wants. I know there's an OSHA over here. At this point, I could just, like, I think, right-click across the field, but yeah, again, I'm making this mistake of thinking that my opponent has more than they actually do. OSHA fires. Still have some flares that keep me from dying. Also, I should attribute that more to the fact that Soviet AA is unplayably terrible. This M1A1 Abrams is now a giant problem for my opponent. It's cutting off basically every single road of entry. And that T-80 was the last line of defense against it. There's a T-80 BV backing off over here. But this is a massive problem. And yeah. It's the first time I'm reacting to this. I'm just kind of surprised how well things were going. We started losing this, or no, we started winning this fight against the T-80. Completely winning. That Su-25 goes down so far away. And in 3 hits we kill his T-80BB, and that is... he is starting to have some serious problems. OSHA's out of ammo. It looks like a little too late he's decided to move this these forces into this direction. Oftentimes this is not a very well protected flank, at least at the level that I play at, which is a pretty low level. I would imagine at higher levels it's less likely for people to get away with that. M1A1A Cav explodes one of the BMPs over here. This M1A1A Cav spots something out there. Another BMP goes down. This one's wounded. ATGM does get off. Does a bit of damage before it goes down, but the command vehicle has successfully wormed its way into the city to my annoyance. I bring the M1A1 Abrams back to keep it at a +1 as opposed to coming down to 0. Because, and this is really the reason you should do this earlier, like even at this point in the game it's pretty irritating to have an attack come this way. Earlier in the game I think it's like beyond irritating. It's like an actually good thing to do. It's like a giant problem if there's an attack coming this way, because look how many points I now have to divert to this. There's like a forest here. Forests are really hard to clear out. You can get like ATGMs and AA in here that are just a massive pain. I bring my M1A1 Abrams, sort of just assuming that this was I don't know if I saw this or if I was just guessing that it's a CV. And look, he just narrowly gets around. Look at that. Barely worms his way through. Getting good vision here with this recon vehicle, and his command vehicle pops out the other side, firing at my IHawk, getting a valuable kill there. But the Martyr Milan does see it and completely whiffs its shot, and the ATGM finishes it off. But this IHawk is stunned and almost dead, so that was almost sick. M1A1 ACAV firing at these units, clearing it up. Yeah, I think if he'd done that earlier, that would have been good. Superior RPO coming forward. Again, these are good units, but they are woefully unsupported. And I have played it safe and decided to just infest, choose the path of infestation. Ah, my neck just started hurting. Damn. Ouch. And we're almost done here. As I think you can see, I won this. I didn't have a chance to record it. That's why my like recording thing wasn't working. So that's why I'm doing a replay of this. I wish I had the recording because I felt like I was playing pretty well. Really, I think the point of this video is certainly not to gloat, because in retrospect this was like a pretty solid win. But more to maybe illustrate some mistakes at this level. See, look here, the Motor Rozvedka almost killed this Bradley CFV. Like, infantry in this forest is a disaster, especially if you can just turn into a train of infantry through here. Ugh, sickening. This is a huge weak spot right here on this side of the map, if you can control that. I've never done it. This is all theoretical. I often fall into the same trap, but I rarely go for this over here. I generally try to control this and then push through here. But maybe on this side, that's what I should do. Take this and either fight here or push down here. You can also like send stuff over there to interfere. I don't know. I'm often more tempted by taking this area. But anyway, he's about to surrender. We'll pause it really quick for any final thoughts. I don't know. I think I just did well. I also think that the 39th Motostrelki, as someone who's played it, is not very good, but I like the 39th Motostrelki. Yeah, so I get this M1A1 Abrams into this point, and I think he sees the writing on the wall. Yeah, I think I played quite well, if I may say. But anyway, thank you for watching. Or no, we'll look at the kill board. Yeah, nice KD. Just for the record, I'm like 6,000, or I guess I'm a little higher than level 6,000 now. And he is about, so he's a little lower ranked than me. But we're right around the same. Oh, and he's like a brand new player. God, I shouldn't even upload this. Wow. He's level 11. I'm level 16. I guess we're pretty similar. But I think I've definitely played more than he has. Yeah, I have almost 200 games. Terrible KD. Really, really bad. So, if it's any, this should honestly be more of a roast of me than him. But at least I'm making progress. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one.